And I ain't tryna find a girl, I'm tryna be the moon. Yeah, you fucking with somebody who still tryna be that dude. You tryna show these niggas all the things that I showed you. I'm riding around in that Benz truck case, you ain't have no clue. 2020 mean more money, I don't have time for you. I'm just tryna make more money than I ever did with you. Oh, now I walk around, I'm blessed, God bless, I choose. Yeah, you keep acting like someone else, someone that's not you.
You already know what it is. You were listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl Imani.
How's everybody doing?
Living my best life per usual. How about y'all?
Dev.
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. You know, business is up. Business is booming. It is hot as hell. But we here. We good. I'll get into, all my shit later on. But yeah, checking with the folks. Imani, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm a little hot, but we're pushing through. It's podcast day.
Are you okay? I was about to say, where the smile, Mena? You look a little agitated.
I'm just like, I'm really hot. But other than that, like Devin, I don't do well with the heat. So
You were in a better. You know what? She's hot. I'm not that hot. It's okay. It's a little muggy out.
You want me to throw that fan on?
It's a little smoky out. No. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Do we have fires in Massachusetts?
So what's been going on? There's wildfires happening in Canada and in the West Coast.
Oh, so
the smoke from those fires have traveled over here. So that's why it smells like smoke outside and all that.
Did you say from Cali? That shit made it all the way over fucking here. That's how big it. Wow.
Cali and Canada, yeah.
Bro,
exactly.
I be hearing about these forest fires all the mad random. I be hearing about these fires all the time in California, and they be burning for like months. And I'm just like, yo, how the fuck do we have that many trees out there like that? For one, because this happens every year. And they don't do anything to prevent this shit every year.
It's one of those things where once it starts, it's kind of hard to contain, honestly. You got to think about over there, the air, where it's at.
Did y'all see like those reports how they can, Dubai, they made rain? Like they created rain?
No.
Oh.
Fill us in.
Oh, yeah. So
educate us.
There's reports. So you know how, conspiracy theorists and all this, like, the government controls the weather and whatnot. In Dubai, like it was like 66 degrees Celsius, which is like 140 something degrees. So it hadn't rained for a while, and I guess they threw some shit into the clouds to make it rain, and it started downpouring. So I'm thinking, why don't they do that in Cali? You know what I mean? Have it rain over the fires for a couple of days. You know what I mean? Put it away.
I don't know. Send an email to your House of Representatives.
Dubai,
and I'm pretty sure.
I live in Mass.
United States of America.
I don't know. Some crazy shit going on though.
You think if Dubai got weather machines in the United States of America don't got weather?
No, I'm just. They probably do, but Dubai's different than USA. We know how we feel about USA already. Trash, but
California's predominantly
talk
white.
for another day.
U.S. loves their white people. They'll hook them up. They'll hook them up.
All right, y'all. Let's get into the week since everyone is. The heat is affecting all of us. If you can hear it, if you can see it, it's affecting all of us. But let's get into the past week. So what has gone down? Let's start things off with congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. They are your 2021 NBA champions. Go ahead. Oh my!
You know how many people hit me up this weekend talking about congratulations?
Facts.
Yeah.
You are Giannis, bro.
I was this close, but I was like, nah. He's heard enough.
Nah. Mm-hmm. I mean, everywhere I went, like, yo, you look just like Giannis.
Yeah.
You look like, yo, you won the chip this year. Congratulations. Like, fuck you. I look more handsome than that nigga. But, congratulations to the Bucks. They did their things versus the Suns. They beat them in 6 games. Giannis went off. I'm pretty sure he had 50 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks in the Game 6 win. Best performance I've seen, in a closeout game. My man Giannis did his thing. But I want to say shout out to the, Phoenix Suns. They went from worst to first in the West, making it to the, finals. Feel sorry for my boy Chris Paul, though, because couldn't get over the hump, and he played like shit the last couple of games, so I feel bad for him. But the Bucks did their thing. They held it down, and they're the champions. And I can't say enough about them. They did what they had to do. I just want to say one thing, though. PJ Tucker is a real nigga. For his speech when it came to their actual ceremony. This man had a big Ace of Spades bottle and everything, was chugging it faded, and then he just when he got up to stage, he's like, yo, when I got here, everyone was like, yo, you got to be a dog, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking around. I got all these dogs behind me. Look what we did. It was just hilarious because he was drunk as shit. But yo, congratulations to the Bucks. They really did their thing.
For sure.
Did y'all watch the Oscar finals?
Yeah, I watched it. I felt pretty sad. Well, I feel like Giannis and Drew Holiday deserve it. They definitely deserve it. I just felt sad for Chris Paul, to be honest, because I don't know if he'll get another chance like this, to be completely honest with you. And I don't know what was good with him. They lost 4 games straight. I don't know what happened. I felt like Chris Paul and Devin Booker together were killing shit for a good majority of the time. But at the very end, they just fell off. I don't know what happened, and I don't even know how to judge it, honestly.
I'll say this. Devin Booker wholeheartedly played his ass off in the finals. I think like game 6 was the only time he had under 20 points the entire thing. But like game 5 he had 40. Game 4 he had 40. Like game 3 he was balling. Like I feel like the loss is kind of on Chris Paul as well as like their coaching staff, because they didn't make really many adjustments as it pertains to how to guard Giannis. But like Chris Paul, he had 5 turnovers in games 3, 4, and 5. Mm-hmm. That's 15 turnovers in 3 games from the best point guard in the league. You know what I mean? And he's been killing it. And also, he wasn't shooting as efficiently as he was the entire playoffs in those games, as well as game 6. And he just looked. You could just look at him, and he just looked like something was wrong with him. So I think it was an injury. I think it was either a hamstring or a thumb thing. One of the 2 injuries. But he definitely wasn't 100%. And like you said, I don't know if he's going to get this opportunity, and I really don't think he will, just because he's been in the league for 16, 17 years, and this was his first appearance in the finals. And that in itself just shows you how hard it is to get to this point. But it is what it is. I mean, it's unfortunate that he wasn't able to, get over the hump. But like you said, congratulations to Giannis. He deserved this shit because he did it the hard way. He didn't make a super team. He stayed in Milwaukee. He went through it.
He took all the criticism.
He went through it. Like he got called overrated last year after he got eliminated early, going through trials and tribulations, and then just to do everything he did this finals, carrying his team in game 6 especially, showing that he could be the best person on a championship team. You got to give his man his flowers.
Yeah, with the type of stats that he was pulling during the finals, I think he shut up a lot of people. Because before, people just used to say that the man had no skill. All he does is dunk.
I still feel that way.
Nah,
he don't got a bag. He doesn't have a bag.
No, he can't fucking, he doesn't have a package that he can hit you with, you feel me? But in terms of understanding his role on the team, I feel like he fulfills his role when it comes to being on the Bucks. And just, for people to say he can't perform, he was able to perform in the finals. So, I got to give him, I can't hate on the man. I really can't. And like you said, he didn't go on a super team. He stayed with the Bucks, didn't get traded or asked to be traded. And he finally got the chip. Within the past couple of years, teams that haven't won, maybe never, or haven't won in a while, those teams are starting to come up. We're not seeing the same 4 teams in the finals anymore. And I like that.
I miss it.
I really like that.
I miss LeBron in the finals, bro.
I'm good.
I'm
okay with these new
I'm
good with these new teams coming up, yo.
I hear it, but I'm not gonna lie. The league is just everything is just more interesting when LeBron is in it. I don't know why. Just when it was LeBron versus the Warriors, I don't know. Shit just felt more intense. It felt like
it was
everyone,
the fucking Olympians going at it. That's why.
It felt like everyone was really into it. This year, I felt like not everyone was really into the finals, or not everyone was watching. But when LeBron and KD and the Warriors and shit were all in the finals, granted those are more popular teams and everyone really knows the players on them, so I get it. But I'm just saying, the hype around that was just more, and it just felt just more energy. I don't know.
No, I definitely understand. I don't think the Suns and the Bucks, not that many people were paying attention. If you missed a game, it was okay. Yeah. I missed a few games in this final, and I was like, yeah, that's whatever. Because, like you said, the hype wasn't really there. But yeah, congratulations to these teams, to be completely honest with you.
Real quick.
I don't know what the future of the NBA is looking like. But, hey, I just hope the Celtics figure it out. because they had so much potential, and slowly, year after year, season after season, they just let shit slip by. But now I need them to get their shit together because they have actual quality on the team. So figure it out.
Celtics will be all right. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both under 25 or 25
who knows if
years.
they're
They're
gonna both stay on the team though.
They're signed. Jaylen Brown is signed for another 4 years. Jason Tatum is signed for at least 5 more years.
So you think they're completely exempt from being traded?
Right.
Brad Stevens. If you trade Jaylen, because Jason Tatum ain't going nowhere. Like, that's a guarantee.
Jaylen Brown. I feel like Jaylen Brown can get traded.
Trade Jaylen Brown, you better get Kevin Durant or not even. He's too old at this point. I do not want anyone other than Jaylen Brown because he's getting better and better every single year. And he's a two-way player. He's a future superstar in the league, and he complements Jason Tatum very well. If you trade that man, first of all, it wouldn't make sense because you would be trading one potential all-star for another all-star. If you're not getting the results you want right now, why would you losing Jaylen Brown and adding a person to replace him do anything? If anything, you need to add someone alongside Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to get over the hump because Kemba wasn't helping you do that. So that's what they need to do. They need to keep them together and add another star with them so they can get over a hump, preferably a big man or a point guard. I prefer big man because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum can handle the ball themselves. They can be their own shot makers and playmakers and creators. So they don't need someone to do that for them. Get them a big man that holds it down in the paint, that they can throw lobs to, sets great picks, plays great defense. I think we have a good team.
I feel like they just need a good point. They need a good point. Like, within the past couple of seasons, with Kemba and Kyrie and shit like that, they had vets as the big guys, and like I'm okay off Gordon Hayward. I'm okay with not having Al Horford. I'm okay with not having I still don't get that, but I'm okay with not having a couple of those. But I feel like what the Celtics really need is a certified point to pull shit together.
I mean, I hear it, but the best point guards in the league are crazy expensive. We just paid top dollar for both Kyrie and Kemba. They didn't work out. That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm thinking if honestly, just plug in like a solid starter caliber point guard from free agency and get a good big man, get a high quality big man and see what happens. Because when is the last time we prioritized having a big man? We've been prioritizing having a good point guard, and look where that's gotten us. Nowhere.
I mean, we had a couple of good.
And look where it got us. I'll say our best years was when Al Horford was here and he was our best big man. And when he was our best big man balling out, where did we go? We got to the Eastern Conference Finals and we were getting results. So I just think we need a good big man rather than a point guard because our point guards get injured a lot. They're tiny. They don't play that much defense. And like I said, we got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown that can do everything the point guard can do. I wholeheartedly believe that.
So it's slow for Bradley Beal?
I would love to have Bradley Beal, but I'm not trading Jaylen Brown for Bradley Beal because Bradley Beal's about to be 29. He's under contract for 1 more year, so after this year he could leave if he wants to.
He takes them niggas so far by himself, yo.
No, he doesn't, bro. Bradley Beal. What has Bradley Beal done on the Wizards?
No. Like I'm saying, he is the Wizards will still lose. Like he'll perform so well, and the team will still lose, and that makes me so sad. But I'm like, imagine putting his talent on a team that could actually win.
Nah, I feel
you might get results, B.
My man be dropping 50 and 40, getting triple team. He's a bucket. But I'm just saying, I'm not trading him for Jaylen Brown. I'm sorry, just because of the contract situation, the age, and Bradley Beal don't play fucking defense at all. If you want me to be very honest with you. Now, if you want to trade Marcus Smart, some picks, and then some other pieces around him to get Bradley Beal, I'm all for that. But I'm not trading our two centerpieces, one of our two centerpieces for the next 5 to 10 years for a dude that could leave within 2 years.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay. All right.
Bro, I'm a big Jaylen Brown fan. To me, I honestly believe he's underrated, and I think he needs to get more credit in my opinion, which is why I'm so high on him. I think Jason Tatum gets entirely too much credit for the Celtics' success, and Jaylen Brown doesn't get enough. So that's why I feel if you remove Jaylen Brown, you're going to see how much we needed him.
I feel like Tatum and Brown are 1A, 1B.
Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely 1A, 1B. Jason Tatum's 1A because he takes more shots.
Yes.
He gets the clout. Everyone loves him more.
No,
but I just feel like
I'm saying I'm saying I think Jaylen Brown also gets like his shine too, though.
not enough. Not enough in my opinion. I just think Jason Tatum gets too much shine and Jaylen Brown doesn't get enough.
Okay.
But that's me. I hear it though.
Okay, word. I hear that. I hear that.
Go on for days.
Nah, facts. And if you enjoyed the conversation like that, tune into season 7. All right. All right, let's get Amani back into the conversation. You feel me?
That was very informative. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dr. Dre took a big L, guys. He's paying
I feel bad.
lots of money to his wife. Let me
Wait,
make
real
sure.
quick.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Dre's a billionaire, right? Mm-hmm. He's a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Yes. No. But we had that same conversation with what's his name, Jeff Bezos, and you were like, "Oh well, she doesn't need to get any money." Well, now this woman here, I don't even know her name. She's about to get $300K
A month.
a month.
Okay, and he's a billionaire. What is $300K a month to this man?
So what? Okay, but why didn't you have that same argument
She
with
took
Jeff Bezos
half his money.
and his?
Because of white man.
She took half his money. She took half his money.
Bro, 300K times 12. What is that? That's like what? 4.
Yeah, let me.
What you said? 300K?
Yes.
3.6
300K
mil.
times
3.6
12. That's like
mil.
36. What?
3.6 mil
3.6
a year. 3.6 a year out of his billions. Meanwhile, Mackenzie Scott got half of his billions.
I'd be sick. Nah, I'd be sick.
Think
What
about
you mean,
that.
3.6 mil. I'd be sick. No, I don't care what I'm making.
I hear it. But the difference is, Shorty got half of his money. What is it? Until she gets married again? Like explain the story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but go ahead.
No,
Continue
it's
with the
okay.
Dre shit.
No, I was just saying, like, it's just funny that this man. I feel like she's one of those people where she waited till a certain point, and then she was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done with you, and then I'm gonna get my money. I don't think it was for. I think it was a business transaction, because Mans was out here with I forgot the girl's name. He was out here on dates already, so I don't think it was one of those.
Is this the same woman that kept like going back to the judge telling me I need him to support me?
Yes.
Because of like the lifestyle. I can't go back to being a regular person.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's why this is funny, because she's not getting $300K a month.
Like I have a standard of living I have to uphold, and he showed me this, so he has to support it.
Yeah, so let's have a conversation around that. How do y'all feel about that?
My nigga.
Are you talking about divorce in general?
No, about like having to change your lifestyle.
Yes.
Because of another person?
First of all, if your life is dependent on how someone else handles you, then I don't feel bad. Like, I'm sorry, get your own bag. My money is my money. When I'm done fucking with you, that's my money still.
But we also don't know how it was set up. Well, probably when they got married, he probably was like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do all this.
And now they're gone. They're not together anymore. So why do I have to continue taking care of you?
Well, she probably thought what happened was going to happen, that she was going to get her money regardless at the end of the day.
Now that's entitlement.
NBA. I don't know what to tell you.
No,
Some girls
I want to have that conversation.
Yeah, so basically what you're telling me is I have to if I have a wife, right? She didn't contribute to my success. Like, she was there for me. Yeah, she was there during those long nights. Yes, but she didn't actually put in the work. And when I decide to leave, or if she wants to leave me, I have to give her some of my money just because she wants it?
No. What I said was, if they got married, because some men don't care for their women to be independent or have their own business. Mm-hmm. So when they got together, if Dr. Dre went and told her, I'm going to take care of you, everything will be settled, and then come when they break up, yeah, he needs to cover the rest of it, because you already put her up to a lifestyle. Now what I'm saying is not...
And then you fucked up.
Right. So what I'm saying is, no, she shouldn't be getting it. What I'm saying is, there's some women who end up getting the money afterwards, and there's other women who are a little bit smarter and save up over time on top of the divorce settlement, or have their own business on the side on top of the divorce settlement. So it depends. Again, this is what I said. You guys choose who you want to deal with. So at the end of the day, he chose to marry her. He chose to be in a marriage with her. He knew what type of woman she was. So if he has to end up paying $300K every month, that's what he has to deal with.
Now, when you say that's what he has to deal with, do you feel like, you know, after being with somebody for a certain amount of time, do you feel like you are owed something?
No, but I feel like the way this country is set up and the way divorce is set up, you should know with the possibility that they might end up getting your money, that like you just gonna have to deal with it. So, unless you have the precautions necessary beforehand.
Like a prenup.
Yes, sir.
But then there's a conversation involved, and because people are so against prenups.
No, I know.
So my thing is, right, and I honestly feel like people don't like having the conversations about prenups because they don't like the speculation of, one, the relationship being a failure, or two, needing to come up with a plan B.
That's honestly what it is.
I feel like when you don't like having conversations about the prenup and then things come to this point, and I feel like I don't have to give you something, but you feel like you are owed something, then like I just don't understand.
It's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope.
Very much so.
But I honestly feel like the billionaires, if I tell you you don't have to do anything, you can just live under a rock and then be taken care of. If I say that, okay, that's on me.
Yeah.
But if that is the lifestyle that I'm providing, and you're just going along with it instead of doing some shit for yourself, and shit falls apart, then that's on you. Because you should have been doing something to set yourself up instead of just riding on the fucking tailcoats of somebody else.
No, definitely.
Because now the bag isn't there. What are you gonna do? You didn't.
And that's why there's some women who end up being left with nothing.
I hear that.
That's why I respect the people that give their shorties like businesses. Side businesses. Just make sure make sure he puts your name on it and not his name.
Yeah, you don't want that shit.
But yeah, continue with what you're about to say, Rich.
I was just about to say, in my opinion, like, only time really like they should be getting paid is if it's been, y'all had that discussion before, which I highly doubt, or if y'all have kids together and they're still under the age of 18 and whatnot.
Oh yeah, you should always
take care. If you still got kids, then I don't give a fuck what you still gotta take care of your kids. Support her.
My thing is,
because she doing most of the work. So
my thing is when people say like I need $250K a month for child support.
Make it make sense.
Because then I'm like, okay, but I know a child doesn't need that much. So with the remainder of the amount, what is that going to? Because I feel like that won't be going to my child, and this is supposed to be for my child. Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I feel like my mom and dad had that thing when I came into the world, because like they weren't married or anything like that. So I feel like that was definitely a conversation around the time too. But it's like, it came to a point where my dad stopped giving money directly to my mom and just gave it directly to me. And then she was like, because I don't know what she's doing with it, so I'm gonna just put it in your hands, bro. And yeah, I understand. It's a very slippery slope.
What you just said, I feel to a fucking T.
Very much so.
I'm gonna give you the.
Very much so.
My pops would give it to me every week directly, and he's like, if you got to give something to your mom, okay, but this is for you.
Do they have kids together, Dr. Dre and her?
I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but either way, $300K a month, like, even if you were like living a certain lifestyle, you divorced the man. You have to adjust. There's nothing you're possibly doing which causes you to need $300K a month to survive. That is just insane to me. I really want to know how these, like, personally, I want to know how these divorce like courts are actually set up, like how these conversations go. Because I know, what is this? What is that? Is that a settlement or child support? Just a settlement?
What Dr. Dre's going to?
Yeah, it's a
divorce settlement. Yeah,
divorce settlement. Right? How do you come up with these figures? How do you come up with these numbers? Like, I really want to understand that. I wish.
That's when the accountant becomes involved. You feel? Then they go into all your books. They go into all your books, because when you're married, y'all shit is together. You feel me? So when lawyers are involved, they'll dig up all that shit, bro.
Yes, they will.
They will dig up all that shit. Don't you want to have your own bag? Like, wouldn't you rather? Yes. If you're demanding a certain amount, like monthly or weekly from someone, like, you want to go on as being Dr. Dre's ex-wife instead of just being your own person. Because if you're just living comfortably off of somebody else's, you're not going to be known as anything, respectfully, you're not going to be known as anything other than Dr. Dre's ex-wife.
Sir, if she's getting $3.6 million a year to just sit on her ass and do
You're okay with being Dr. Dre's ex-wife?
Why would she not be okay with that? She was known as that. She was known as Dr. Dre's wife to begin with. Now she's known as Dr. Dre's ex-wife.
That's the woman he chose to deal with.
But my thing is, I think their shit just ended up being like that because, yeah, the lawyer brought everything up, and he was like, yo, Dr. Dre, this is what you signed signed up for when you married this person, so now we're here. But I think, y'all should have that prenup conversation and other type of conversations like that to make sure everyone's finances are, set and in order. That's just me.
Oh, I was gonna add, they have 2 children, and also child support doesn't end till you're about 24 and 25. So
I thought it was 18.
No.
24 and 25.
24 and 25.
That's a grown ass person.
Okay. That is cap. Wait, in what state? Is that a universal rule?
Oh, I'm talking about the state of Massachusetts. I don't know what
In
it is
Massachusetts?
in
Oh,
California.
that's in Mass. Child support goes to 24 and 25. Pops, you owe me a
Wrap
couple
it
checks.
up, bros.
Pops, you owe me a couple checks.
What? Oh my God, yo.
That's funny.
Fellas, if you hearing this,
better
don't be
wrap
fucking.
this shit up.
Yeah, don't be fucking with girls you don't see a future with, bro. Wrap it up or fuck with wifey. That's it.
They're making you pay for college.
24 years?
That's crazy.
Bro, that's wild.
Damn.
Oh shit, I'm about to DM my dad like, yo, what's up? You missed a couple checks.
And their youngest is 19. So
their youngest is not, bro. He should not be paying child support.
That's crazy.
This nigga could get a job, pay for his.
Yo, and since we're on the topic of fucking fathers having to do shit for their kids, like, yo, y'all fuck's going on with Safaree and Erica, yo?
I saw that clip.
He's always been a clown.
I seen that clip. I can't get mad at him for his. The way he act. Well, after the fact, like the fucking dirt bike and like the ATV and shit. That's
Let's get
wild.
some context. Let's get some context, okay? All right. So, what was this? Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yes,
Love and
sir.
Hip Hop. So, Safaree is a rapper. Erica Mena. Mena? I don't know. Somebody.
She look good.
Yeah, Erica Mena is a model and personality. They're married and have 1 child already together, and now Erica is pregnant with a 2nd child on the way. She broke the news to Safaree on Love and Hip Hop, and Safaree, didn't have the best reaction. He was like quiet for a little bit, but then he kind of just seemed disappointed. And pretty much what he was saying, he was like, damn, like the first kid was already a lot, and we just got a grip on it after like the child turned 1 year old, and now you want to do it all over again. And I don't know, it felt like he was putting her down, and he was making her feel bad about having a 2nd child, and she was already pretty far along. I think she was like what, maybe
3 or 4 months
3 months
already.
along
She said
already.
24 weeks.
Yeah, so damn, and doing that on television, like for the rest of the world to see.
She's dumb for that. That's the one thing she's
Now,
dumb for. Not gonna hold you.
My thing is, before she
Your husband
even
shouldn't react like that.
No, he
before
shouldn't.
she even like said anything regarding her being pregnant or having a kid, Safaree let her know that he was stressed out, that he wanted to wait before doing this again, and that he wasn't ready for another child. And then for her to do that immediately after, I could understand why a man.
What did she do?
No, telling him what's going on. Like for her to tell him that immediately after he just said all those things, I can only imagine the things going through his head. And I'm not gonna excuse all of his actions, but I can understand why he was disappointed or why he was upset. That's all I'm saying. Man wasn't ready. And man still probably isn't ready. Now, him walking off, him acting like he ain't hearing her, him going on the ATV, doing fucking wheelies, acting like he's too cool for her and all that shit. Nah, that ain't good. You gotta go support your girl.
That's your wife.
But
Your
initially,
wife.
but I'm talking about like initially when he was just staring and like just looking into the void, just thinking, I was like, oh, that's a man who's shook. That's a man who doesn't know what to do right now. So I understood that reaction. The rest of it, I can't defend.
You want me? Oh, okay, thank you. I think Safaree's a trash ass nigga. I feel like Safaree does what a lot of dudes do nowadays. There's a lot of niggas that like to think that they want babies, they want kids, they want a wife, they want a home. There is a lot that goes into a marriage. When you have children, that adds a whole different level to it. So before you start going shooting whatever into your wife, understand what you're going to end up having to deal with, i.e. 2 children. If the first one was already an issue, then you should already done the necessary precautions so that you don't have another child. And even so, if you do end up having another kid, that is what you signed up for. It's 1. 2, he was already a clown ass nigga because he's complaining as if what had happened was sincerely just on Erica Mena. Granted, some women, they genuinely do not know until they go to the doctors. So if she had to know for a definite fact when she went to the doctors that she was pregnant, there's nothing you could do now. There's nothing you could do now.
He did actually blame himself for that though too at the end, because he's like, yeah, it's kind of my fault because I haven't been around her as much. How could she be this far along and I didn't know? He said that, so he did take some accountability. But you're 100% right. Like, yo, you got to own up to it.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I was hoping he was gonna walk away and then go back to her and hug her and be like, yo, we're gonna figure this out and hug her out. But then he just went on the ATV. So
what you just did, you defended him for something that he didn't actually do, though. Because you said that he took accountability, but when he was saying it, he wasn't saying it as a way to take accountability. He was saying it as if he was disappointed in her for not letting him know. Like when she said it, he was like, yo, I haven't been around, and
like, you should have told me.
How did I not know this? In other words, how did Shorty not tell him?
I swear there was like you know how they be having those, like, when they're talking to the producers, like off screen, like talking about the situation.
No, yeah.
I swear that's when he said, like, yo, I didn't hear it in that tone. I might have misheard him, but the tone I heard it in, I thought it was like, yo, him apologizing in a way. But
nah, he was like, yeah, I'm not around. I've been on shows, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then you're like, yo, he was pretty much saying it. How could she keep this from me? That was pretty much what he was giving it off. You feel me?
I didn't take it that way.
As if she wasn't being honest. So it was just another way of him trying to put her down about it. And that's like fucked up.
Again, that's even worse. You just have a child. I get you want to make your money, you want to do whatever, but you should not be away from your family so much to a point that you don't realize that your wife is pregnant. Like, again, he's a clown ass nigga. I don't like niggas that like to be like, oh, I want a wife, I want a kids. Like, no, there's more that go into it instead of just the big picture. This man literally was like, oh, we're gonna have a wedding, and it was gonna be that trip the whole time. So before niggas want to go and keep saying that they want to have kids, they want to have this life, understand that there are necessary steps that are gonna be taken before, during, and after. If children are involved, your kids should be put first before anybody, even before your significant others. That's my 2 cents on that.
And I didn't like how he was making his child sound like a burden.
Exactly.
Like, the fuck?
That's your seed.
I don't know. It's just like, he doesn't have to do half of the shit that he's doing if he doesn't truly want it. Like, he doesn't have to be married if he doesn't want to be married. He didn't need to impregnate her. Like, that's another thing. He was upset as if she just popped up with a baby all of a sudden. Like, the fuck? Like, she wasn't the one that put the baby there. Nigga, you were. So, nigga, you can't be tight at her because she's bringing you what you delivered. The fuck? That's my thing. I think niggas just need to be more accountable, especially if you're fucking raw. Like, that should always be in the back of your mind. I could potentially get a child out of this.
Hello.
I'm saying that to all of y'all. I'm saying that to all of y'all. And congrats to all the mothers who recently had kids. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
All the pandemic babies.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of them. Shout out to them. For real. Okay. All right, other things that are going on, right? So Tory Lanez is slowly still trying to make a comeback. He recently popped up at Rolling Loud in Miami. He was with DaBaby. He recently put out a single with Kodak Black.
Niggas don't care.
Yeah, I feel like Tory Lanez is slowly trying to, make a comeback for himself. And he also went on Hot 97. He did a freestyle with Flex and them. He had a whole team of goons behind him, so you knew what time it was.
Clown.
Wow. Did any of y'all peep his latest rollout, or just him popping up everywhere? Have y'all peeped that?
I peeped him. I peeped some clips of the the freestyle on Flex. I didn't see the Rolling Loud performance. I didn't see him and DaBaby, but I heard it was right after Megan performed. Or right before Megan performed?
I'm not sure where Megan performed. I wasn't following her for the Rolling Loud.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard reports that was right after, which was like, wow. But sounds like Tory being Tory, if you want me to be honest. Sounds like more than the same shit he's been doing over the last couple months. So
clown ass nigga.
I was surprised DaBaby brought him out at Rolling Loud, to be honest. I didn't think, I know they had a song together, but I didn't think they would then rejoice in the present together. You feel me? I
had an issue with DaBaby.
I think DaBaby's doing it to be petty now, personally.
Nah, I don't think DaBaby roll like that.
Not to him, but to party, or not to her, but to party, piss party off.
That'd be whack.
Whack.
That would be whack if that's what he was doing.
I could totally see DaBaby doing some shit like that.
Yeah,
he a petty dude, bro. Petty guy.
And yeah, Tory was also in Boston not that long ago.
2 weeks ago at venue.
Yeah, that was very interesting. When I saw the flyer for that go out, I was like,
I was confused.
I was really confused because I was like, wait, there's a party in Boston and they're promoting Tory making an appearance. And I really didn't know if people were actually going to pop out to that event or not.
It was sold out.
People were there.
It was sold out, bro. Can't cancel them.
People are there. So yeah, I think what we're witnessing right now, Tory was shut out for a little bit, for a couple of months, maybe a whole half of a year. But now he is slowly inching his way back. I don't know if he'll ever, get back to the level of stardom that he had before. But we see now that he's attempting, and he's going at great lengths to, try to make a name for himself again.
The way we'll find out if Tory is really back or not is when he decides to go on tour. If he sells out his concerts, then he's back. If he's not getting any love and people aren't showing up to his concerts, that'll let you know where he stands in the music game. That's honestly how I see it, because most of the artists, don't they make their money on tours? Mm-hmm. So
that'd be a good way to see.
No, real shit. Next time he drops a project, whenever that is, because he's been dropping mixtapes and shit. He hasn't really dropped a legit album recently, so I'm assuming next time he does that, that's going to be the album that he would go on tour with. Let's see what happens.
Facts. And so, yeah.
By the way, you were right.
About?
Donda didn't come out.
Yeah, we don't have to do this.
Yeah, we don't.
We do not have to do this.
You were right. I just wanted to say you were right, because I was thinking about that. I was thinking about it on Friday, because the listening party shit and all that shit that was streaming live. I was like, oh,
what a rollout, right?
I was like, oh, this nigga really about to drop this shit, right? This nigga's really about to drop it. Man sold out the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Yep. Man had everyone out there. He went out into the field and just stood there. 2 hours
late.
Just stood there. Didn't even say words. Just stood there.
2 hours late.
2 hours late.
With leggings over with pantyhose over his face. My man's was all red, dripped out, just to not drop it at 12. Or at any point over the weekend.
And apparently he quote unquote has locked himself in the Mercedes-Benz arena to finish the album. So I'm like, if you didn't finish it, what did you play?
No.
Apparently he had a Jay-Z verse on there, and he got the verse like 4 hours prior.
Go off.
The album was never done, guys.
I was about to say, yeah. Like I started reading more reports throughout the weekend that people that were there were saying he was only playing snippets of songs. He didn't even play the whole album. He was playing snippets of songs.
Could
He
you
sold out.
And in my head,
imagine?
I'm just thinking back to what this nigga was saying last week, talking about Kanye's not shopping. How many times has he done this?
That's so disrespectful.
But hey, I'll say this: he has never gone to this level of promoting an album like he had with Donda, bro. Selling out a fucking stadium.
He ran for U.S. president.
Oh my god.
That wasn't to sell. That was to sell Jesus Walk.
Nah, that was just.
That wasn't to promote an album.
It damn sure was.
What other reason was?
That was to promote an album?
Nah, he's not gonna say that because then no one's gonna vote for him. But it was definitely promoting.
You thought he was seriously trying to run for president?
Niggas were voting for him. It was a real thing. People were voting for him. It was a real thing, yo.
I never took him seriously, but
crazy. But yes, it's all a rollout. It was all a rollout.
What is this? What? My thing is for him, yeah, he could be an artistic genius, but what the fuck is the point of that?
To keep his name relevant.
Exactly.
He's Kanye West. He doesn't need to keep his name relevant. All he needs to do is just drop something and he'll be relevant all over again.
He just needs to remind niggas, yo, this is what I bring. I can go out. Niggas can't even see my face. I'm 2 hours late. I'm playing you snippets of song and y'all are going fire. Exactly. And you know what?
No.
It's never coming out.
It's the ego.
It's the ego.
It's the ego is what you're telling me.
You know what's crazy? He sold out an event. This man
played snippets. Could
man
you
went
imagine?
crazy with his first week sales and no album. Crazy. His first week sales with the fucking tickets. That's crazy, right? But apparently there was some hot features on it. So if it does ever come out, he even went ahead and got Safaree Richardson for a Beats commercial. And on the Beats commercial it said Donda dropping this Friday. And it aired and everything. So I'm just like, damn, niggas at Apple must be tight.
Okay.
Safaree Richardson got a bag, so shout out to her.
Yo,
but
this man's trolling at this
crazy,
point, bro.
This
Like,
man is powerful, and he's
It's
showing
nothing
you how
new,
powerful
though.
he is.
It's nothing new.
That's what it is.
no, but it's like every time it just gets to a whole different level of him. Like, I can't believe he actually did that. Like, I don't know how he tops himself every time. I was not expecting that. I woke up Friday morning. And I typed in Kanye West in Apple Music to find Donda. Couldn't find it.
Stayed up till 1.
Then I typed in Donda itself. Could not find it. Then I went on SoundCloud, tried to find it. Could not find it. I was like, this nigga.
I just so happened to be up that night. So you know what I did? I stayed up until midnight. It didn't come out. Stayed up till 1. And I'm like, it's still not out. But sometimes that's the thing with Kanye. So, I defend Kanye so much. I went to the furthest extent. I was like, you know what? They're probably waiting for midnight in Cali. All right, let me wait till 3.
That's dedication.
If I've ever heard of someone make an excuse for this nigga.
That's dedication.
Let me wait till 3. Maybe it comes out at midnight in Cali. All right, let me wait for it.
I've never heard of someone do that.
I happened to be up that late. So I'm like, all right, let me refresh again. Nothing. And then I'm like, you know what? I thought I was bugging with my take last week. But now I'm happy that I made that take last week. Because niggas were really flooding. Yo, he's really dropping an album. And I'm like, I'm gonna be happy if he drops, but then he didn't drop. So I'm like, damn, it sucks to be right, but I'm just like, see,
nothing new.
Can't trust this nigga. Can't trust this nigga, bro.
That's your man's, bro.
Ow.
That is my man's, but it's all right. It's all right. It's whatever. He's given me classics in the past.
That's true.
All right, so let's go ahead and we were talking about the whole situation earlier. Let's go ahead and give some congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion.
She
right?
looked like a baddie.
Facts, because it feels like literally for the past 2 years, this woman cannot be stopped. She is taken over everything, and now she is the second female artist to be featured on the Sports Illustrated cover. The first one being Beyonce.
Yep,
so,
I remember that one.
Yeah, gotta give Megan her shout out for that. Big accomplishment, and I don't know, Megan's just going so far with her career. It's crazy just how quickly. I think she's 25, 26. It's just crazy how far her career has taken her so far. It's really dope to see. It's great.
She's in her bag right now.
She ain't
even
she took a break and still came back swinging.
She ain't even dropping music right now. She's still applying pressure to everyone. So
I fuck with that shit. Yeah, I fucked with that shit.
She's really if she keeps up what she's doing and just stays in the game long term, there's no reason why she can't be the best.
Yeah, well, with Megan Thee Stallion, I know some of her hit singles. I remember some of them were thinking were played out, or maybe the hooks were starting to get annoying and shit like that. But then when you go to the actual bars on the song, she reminds you she can rap. Megan Thee Stallion has always been able to rap. Sometimes it's just the TikTok songs that I was just
but you gotta give her props. She gotta do it. Every artist has done it every now and then, so she gotta do it.
And she can do it well.
Yes.
The music that she makes, it fits very well and just into what her fan base is into. So I see it. If it works, if it ain't broke, right? If it ain't broke, I get it. But yeah, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion for that.
Real quick, I wanted to ask y'all opinion about Lil Uzi. Man bought a planet. What do y'all think?
I think the whole space thing is getting a little bit weird, but shout out to everyone who's taking their trips over there. If he got it, he got it.
I want to know
if he's able to actually get there. That'll be dope.
I don't think he could get there. But
and then he got money to blow.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty pointless. And I feel like something could happen. God forbid something happens to Uzi, but in the future, no one's gonna remember that.
I just want to know.
No, if you own something, you're gonna want to I don't know, fucking connect to it some way. Yeah, have it be to your legacy. But in the future, if some nigga just be oh yeah, this random ass planet. Oh, Lil Uzi Vert, own that. I'm what? That's just a random ass fact. It's just nigga could have bought a star or something. He bought a random ass planet. I don't know. He has a diamond in his head, so I feel this shit's talking to him at some point. Yeah, he got a diamond in his head, so shit's just talking to him. I don't really have an opinion on that.
I just want to know who he bought it from.
I think he might have just Googled buy a planet.
He probably did.
And he just, paid that shit. It's how niggas can get a star on Google. I think it's the same process probably.
Who the fuck are we to just give planets? I love humans, bro.
Yeah, we just claim everything.
It's
like, yo, this random ass star.
That's ours.
Facts. I'm never gonna be able to see it. This is a picture of what it might look like.
No, this is a picture of what it looked like billions of years ago before it even got here.
Exactly.
No, they'll be showing me a picture and it's like this planet that's pink and blue, and I'm just like, nigga, who are we to say that the shit actually looks like that?
Okay.
I was like, yo, and why does that look like the perfect planet for Lil Uzi to own, yo? And I'm like, nah, I don't believe any of that shit. Yeah. I don't. A serious topic that I'm curious on your opinions about. Did y'all hear about the whole Lil Uzi and St. John, a little scuffle?
Are they the same? How tall is St. John?
St. John's really tall. Lil Uzi's pretty short.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know how tall St. John is. Is he 6 foot?
Probably, yeah. I think tall.
And it ain't a scuffle.
Oh,
It ain't a scuffle.
Apparently, Uzi put the brakes on him.
What? Nigga, what? Oh, let me hear this.
Yeah, so
Uzi a real Philly nigga then. Let me hear this. Uzi is a real Philly nigga.
So apparently, we all remember Britney.
Stephen A would be proud.
From Lil Uzi's past.
Yes.
Uzi and Britney were like the go-to dynamic duo.
Yes.
Okay.
She has been seeing St. John.
Ow.
Didn't she cheat on Uzi real quick?
I don't know, but rumors were that St. John and Britney were talking. And then apparently Uzi found out about this, pulled up to some location where they were both at. Apparently he put his hands on both Britney and St. John.
Oh yes, I did hear about this.
Yes. So I was just curious. I think that story went out and it kind of got brushed under the rug.
Yes, it did.
So I'm not even sure if it's an official story or something like that, but I don't know. It's just out there. And it was interesting for me because I thought Uzi and St. John were cool. Like, they got a track together on St. John's last album. They did a music video together. And then that shit popped off and I was like, oh shit. And then I never heard any updates about it. So I was just like, hey, yo. Like, Uzi might be wilding out here. And if he put his hands on Shorty, like, niggas are kind of just brushing that under the rug.
This shit happened like 3 weeks ago. I remember that. I remember seeing reports about this. And then legit no one followed up on it. So I hear it. But I mean, just because we don't actually know what happened, I don't want to say he did this and he did that. My thing is, if Uzi was able to beat up or press or intimidate St. John being 5'5", 5'6", St. John being over 6 feet, he a bitch ass nigga and Uzi deserved to do that shit. Like, Uzi a real nigga for that. Now, if he put his hands on Britney, should have gotten his ass beat by every nigga there.
I mean, St. John tried.
Ow.
I'm assuming St. John was not the only nigga there,
not
bro.
Not tried.
Like, regardless.
I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard, yo. Streets were talking.
That hurts. All I can say is,
Brooklyn can't pull up to Philly, apparently.
You're telling me this man beat his ass, then beat his girl's ass.
No, we can't laugh. We can't laugh. We can't laugh.
I can't
I'm
laugh.
not laughing. It's just
that's what you're telling me happened?
That's what I heard.
Just very ow.
And you're telling me no.
Nobody followed up.
I'm sorry. No one.
Niggas just hopped in the whip and then peeled off after.
I mean, I could see him being upset if that was his man's and then he's now dating his ex and we all know who Britney is to him. But go and put your hands on Britney.
Uzi? Should Uzi feel a way about that? Because I feel like if it
Isn't Uzi dating JT?
Facts.
That too. So, I don't know.
You know how niggas are with their pride and
I
shit.
was gonna say, like,
Very
bro, how would you feel if your current man, went to go beat up his ex's man and his ex,
and then you had a problem with it, but then you got beat up too? Okay, I can't laugh. Okay, nah. Yeah, go ahead. Continue before I say what I'm gonna say.
I mean, as soon as I know that he's doing that, I don't want no parts. But
because why are you thinking about your ex still?
Yes. What's why are you so angry? I get everybody got their first love. They got certain people that they just have a attachment to. But for you to literally go find a person, go meet up with them and your ex-girl, beat his ass, then beat her ass, why do you have so much emotion for these people? I gotta walk away. Because first off, why are you beating a female for? What, like, no, come on. Hell no. Mad emotion, and then you beating up a female. Bye. I don't know. These rapper girls, they got their own little thing with their.
We're not excusing that at all. We're not excusing that at
they're
all.
Just they're shocked, guys. That's why they're laughing. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to think.
It's just crazy to
crazy
think
to
about.
them.
Like the scenario happening is just a crazy ass scenario.
I can't imagine not seeing that shit happen.
As a witness, like across the street, you're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Like, where did this come from?
Facts, but like my thing is, I get it. Like, you know how we had the conversation mad episodes ago about, you know, the women who seem to be really relevant in the music scene. Like, we see them a lot.
Right.
Maybe with different people, but we see them a lot.
Right. The same ones, kind of.
And Britney wasn't one of those.
She wasn't.
So I'm like, so how do you feel about, like, maybe the world might not know you if it wasn't for me? And I feel like if you see this woman on the street, you don't know her as anything but being my ex. So you know the connection, but you still move forward with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I understand.
That's not like kind of betrayal between like him and St. John?
Yes, but come on. You getting that heated where you pull up on people and you
just
start
was
knocking them out?
His reaction was bugging
out for that.
Bugging out. If this actually happened, this is all
right. Speculation.
Like, yeah, this is all like fucking allegedly. But I can see
why he did it. But
I can see
don't agree with it.
spazzing because of the betrayal, being betrayed by their homie. Not really the shorty, because shorties sometimes, hey, they're for the streets, they're for the streets. But when your homie just like does that, you know, you feel hurt. But I don't know, because I remember seeing video of Uzi just going at Rich, the kid. And I know if Uzi can scrap with anybody who wants to scrap, yo. So that's why I can see him in like St. John and him not being scared of anything. And I don't know, I feel like he just pull a gun out of his fucking pocket, and then it can be a real interesting party. But yeah, I just remember hearing about that, and I wanted your thoughts on it because we heard about it maybe for like a day or two, and then
it was gone.
The cleanup was so fast, it was crazy. But yeah. And I hope everyone's okay in their situations also, for sure.
I'm assuming because we haven't heard more about it that it might not be actually true.
Yes.
That's just my 2 cents. Because usually, like, shit like that, like, yo, they be
blown
ready
up.
to cancel rappers, bro. They be ready to cancel niggas. So,
Rightfully
like,
so.
Not hearing, but, like, if that shit was true, I feel like people would have actually been all over Uzi.
For sure. Another thing I want to ask y'all, did y'all watch the new Power?
I did not.
Book 3?
Raising Kanan?
I did not. I'm not going
Can we talk a
Raising
little bit
Kanan?
about it without giving spoilers
Did we
away?
talk about it the first
No, we didn't
episode?
talk about anything at all. And I don't want to give spoilers away, but like, let's just talk about like the idea of the show.
The idea of the show is great simply because it follows Kanan from the Ghost series. You know what I mean?
It's a prelude.
Yeah, it's a prelude to Kanan. You get to see why he's such an asshole, why he's such a cold-blooded killer, why he is the way he is, and why he's so heartless. And the first 2 episodes are setting the stage for it to just make sense, for it to really just clearly just play out the way it plays out. I mean, me personally, I think the first 2 episodes have been great. I've watched every single second of it. Like, if I miss a scene, I'm rewinding it just because I don't want to miss anything. And it really just shows you the evolution of Kanan from not really knowing shit to knowing shit. So I'm really intrigued to see what the final 8 episodes have to show, just because, like, right now, I hope I'm not spoiling anything, Kanan still really don't know shit.
I don't like how they had him start off being a bitch. I didn't like that.
Well, it can bring,
I mean,
like,
this
you
man
know,
was
the
getting
progress.
the brakes being off him in the playground, bro. And that basketball court, yeah, he's getting the brakes being off. And anytime he got back up, he just knocked that nigga right back to the ground. And I'm like, I get it. We're trying to build him up and shit like that. But I don't know. The way Kanan
it was only one scene.
The way Kanan was like introduced into Power.
Bitch made nigga.
He was this OG, you feel me? And then I see his humble beginnings, and this nigga was getting the breaks being
how some of it goes.
Nah, I feel like his mom is a G though. I'll say
lie.
that his mom is a G.
Yeah, I mean, so far the first 2 stories have just made me think, what the fuck happened to everyone that was around him? Because growing up, like not growing up, but watching like the Power series with Ghost. It's just Kanan Like, you hear about Kanan growing up with Ghost and Tommy. Mm-hmm. So I'm really starting to think, like, yo, when the fuck did they get involved in this story?
Well, Jukebox was in the original Power, too.
Yes. Oh, she was.
Yeah,
I forgot about.
cop.
Yeah,
Remember?
I forgot all about that. Yeah, you right. But yeah, so I guess they're gonna
It's everybody else.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna come in. Well, Tommy and Ghost are gonna come in eventually. But like,
I can't wait for them to come in. That's gonna be really cool. When
but I still want to, like, first of all, Joey Badass. I gotta say, Joey Badass is killing Unique.
Great actor.
Killing Unique, 100%. And yeah, I just want to know what happens to his mom, what happens to his uncles, because they're really just putting in that work and just setting the stage for Kanan to really take over, I feel like. So I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is about to happen? Because I don't think they can make multiple seasons. Are they making multiple seasons of Kanan?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we might not even.
Because they got from him being in high school all the way up till when Power starts, technically. So they can make seasons out of this.
I'm with it.
You feel me?
I'm with it.
And yeah, especially when they introduce Tommy and Ghost. Yeah, they
with
can
it,
make
bro.
mad seasons with that shit.
Bro, and Tommy shit is coming out in like January too.
Yeah, coming out 2022.
So
That's
like, we want to have Tariq, Tommy. We about to have Power Book Ghost, Power Book Tom. What is it, Tommy or some shit?
It's book 2 with Tariq is called Ghost. Book 3 is Raising Kanan, and then book 4 will be called Force.
And that's Tommy.
That's Tommy.
And there's only 3, right?
Nah, there's gonna be a 5th one after that too. That's with
Of who?
As
Tate.
he should.
Of who?
Tate, the politician.
Why do niggas care about him?
Politics and the drug gang. You can
Yeah,
do a lot
you
with
can
that.
do a lot
Yeah, you
with
can do
that.
a lot with that. You feel me?
Shit.
Yeah, book 3.
Yo, 50's taking over, bro.
Yeah, and he has another show coming
Life.
out on Stars. On Stars. It's on BMF on Big Meech and them.
He has a show?
Yeah, he's coming out with that too.
Yo, this nigga
I'm
runs
proud of
that
him.
network.
Go off.
My thing is, like, he is the executive producer for all of these
All
shows.
of it.
As he
He's
should.
involved in all of it. It's part of G Unit Film and Television.
As he should.
Where does he get the time? Like, that's 5 shows.
Man's making money,
Plus
bro.
music, plus all his other shit, like, and he be trolling everyone while doing all that.
Bro, 50 Cent is the type of mogul that, like, I respect
I
the living
really
shit
respect
out
him
of
to a
his business
different
moves,
level.
fam. I respect the
Bro,
living shit out of his business moves,
He's taking over TV.
Facts.
He has taken over TV.
And it's good TV. It's not like the same story
Yeah.
over and over
Oh my
again.
God.
He gives us different stories. Like, you would think Power was just all the same shit.
No.
It kind of
No.
is, but it's like from different perspectives,
Yep.
which makes it dope in my opinion. You feel me? Like with Raising Kanan right now, the actor that they chose to play for Kanan, I fuck with him. He talks just like 50,
Yeah,
which is great.
that's
They
what I'm
made
saying.
him talk just like 50. It's great. But just seeing how he evolves into the Kanan that we all know him as, it's going to be really interesting to see him take that twist, because he's already getting himself into some shit now. But prediction, because I feel like this can't be a spoiler because it didn't happen yet, but prediction, I feel like the moment that'll really make Kanan like Kanan, I think something's going to happen to his mom.
That would make sense.
And I think that will be the turning point for him, to turn him into a cold-blooded ass killer.
I feel like him and the end of the last episode.
That shit was that shit was crazy.
I feel
bro.
like he's gonna slowly distance himself away from them.
But the thing is,
because
he
of
already
that.
knows. Like, he already knows what went down. Like, he hasn't been told yet, but
He
he assumes something
Jukebox
happened.
is gonna tell him what went down because she saw what happened, and then when you hear the news the next day, you're gonna put 2 and 2 together. So she's gonna definitely tell Kanan what happened, and I think as a result of that, he's gonna slowly distance himself, or start playing actually stupid. So then he can just like start snooping around and realize what the fuck is actually going on.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get into a big fight with his mom about that, but then like use that as a way to understand how the game works. And then it's like, yo, you're upset that was him, but that could have easily and should have been you. You feel me? So sometimes that's the price you pay when you play the game. You feel me? They make Kanan's come up kind of be similar to Tariq's come up, and when I see that, it just makes me think about Tariq and Kanan in the original Power and their actual relationship.
It makes him understand. Okay.
In the original Power, when I just see all this other shit going on, I'm just like, wow, I can see why like Kanan took a liking to Tariq and fucked with him more than he fucked with his own son, like Sean. Like Tariq, is really like a young Kanan, but he just came up a little differently. You feel me? And I go back and I watch that old scene of when Kanan died in the original Power season 5. Yo, my man went out like a G, bro. It's the same feeling every single time I watch that scene. He gets off. He gives that look to Tariq.
It's the look, bro.
He gives that look to Tariq, bro, and he lets him live.
I'm like, yo, he really could have just clipped him and just been done with it right then and there. He loved that kid.
He offed all those
He
cops,
loved that
bro.
kid. That's wild.
And that's crazy. Yeah. That's so great at this television shit, because when everything connects later on, you're just like, wow.
I'll say this. If we go into another lockdown because of this Delta variant, I want Stars to release all the episodes so I don't have to wait a week between episodes.
That'd be cool, like Netflix does and shit like that, and like
Oh,
they
I
just
love when they
release
do
the
that.
whole
No,
season at once.
only if we go on a lockdown, because niggas won't have anything to do. So
And I would watch that season quick. And it's
feel
only
me?
8-10 episodes. I watch that shit quick. You feel me?
watch it in 2 days.
What else was dope about that too?
You watch it?
What?
You didn't watch it?
I watched snippets of it. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta watch everything over.
Yeah, that's why
I'll hold you.
I'm not saying anything crazy,
I
because
gotta
I
watch
still
everything
want you to be
over.
able to watch it too. What I can
Yes,
say from the first episode,
I know.
bro,
I have to watch everything
Darnell,
over. I
the
have
first
to.
episode, that microwave scene, bro,
real-
I was like, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie, I started rolling. I was like, yo,
I was like, I just didn't see that coming. I did not, and that's just the genius of the type of lanes that 50 can travel to.
I honestly
bro.
thought someone was gonna be waiting. Like, yo, but seeing how I can see how she's about to play a part in the game now too.
Facts.
Just because of the way episode 2 ended. Jukebox died, that nigga. I forget his name, but he that nigga.
Yeah, he's interesting.
He's that nigga.
I could definitely make a lot of comparisons from him to you for sure.
To who?
To you.
Yeah,
To you. Just how he talks. For real.
we
but
both
yeah,
smooth.
get into
What can I
watching that
say?
show. Get into watching that show so we can talk about it more. You feel me? All right. What else was? Let's get into music. Can we get into music?
Let's do
All
it.
right. Let's start off with a favorite for this week. So ESTG dropped an album.
Yes, he did.
Yes, I'll let you go ahead and lead it off, Rich. It's called Bigger Than Life or Death. It has 15 songs, mad features, great
This
features.
is like.
Go ahead.
So I have been saying for months, when Muhammad Jama put me on to ESTG, that this nigga does not miss. And fam, from that point months ago, with all his freestyles, all his singles, all his features, to this album, not one track has missed. Not one feature is missed. Fam, Bigger Than Life or Death is absolute heat. This is that true Louisville south of the southern sound, you feel me? Trap nigga sound. I listen to this shit. I'm from Medford, Mass. And I feel like shooting niggas. That's how I feel when I listen to ESTG. Man, yo, first of all, 5500 Degrees featuring Lil Baby, 42 Doug. Absolutely heat. Lick Back remix featuring Future and Young Thug.
That
When
was
I
fire.
tell you I had that shit on repeat 10 straight times.
Yep, that was fire.
Oh my gosh, bro. Pooh Shiesty snapped on his freestyle. Yo,
Free Pooh
first of
Shiesty.
all, I'll say this. He did very well picking the features out for this album, because they went with the flow and style of this album very well. Yo Gotti, obviously he signed to his ESTG is signed to Yo Gotti, so it makes sense for him to appear on it. But like I said, yo,
And 42 Doug is signed to that too, so it makes sense why he's there and how he brings Lil Baby and Rilo Rodriguez and all them niggas.
But like before the album came out, there were only about 3 songs that had probably been even heard or released that were singles. I'm pretty sure Capital One was a single and Lick Back was a single. Actually, only 2 songs. And out of the 15 songs, all 15 hit. Not one miss, not one skip, not one bad verse, not one bad feature. He did his thing. ESTG did his thing, and he's really about to take over the game, I feel like.
Yeah, and he's coming off of another recent release also. Like, he dropped another tape not that long ago. I Still Don't Feel Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't come out not that long ago. I fuck with the quick turnaround turnaround that some of these artists have with their music. Like they drop a project, there'll be a nice big buzz around it, and then it won't take long for them to come out with their next project. I respect that shit. But yeah, this album got a couple slaps on it. Like Darnell said, I fucked with Lick Back. Other songs on there that I fucked with also, if this shit pulls up, Sky Dweller was fire, Capital One was fire, and what else was fire? In Town was heat too. Yeah, those are my top picks for that album. Pretty solid. Yeah, y'all did good with putting people onto music. We're doing good. What else came out? Ooh, yes, Mariah the Scientist. Okay, so guys, Mariah the Scientist is this R&B singer, right? Okay. And if y'all know me, you know what I do when it comes to R&B and what I put y'all onto. So go ahead, add this album to your library right now. It's called Rai Rai World.
Ew.
Very smooth.
Rai Rai World?
Because her name's Mariah.
Okay,
so like
okay.
Rai Rai. You know, that's her nickname.
Honestly, before you finish, I will say I did listen to Snow Allegra. She's fire. Yeah. So I would definitely listen to what he's recommending.
You can tell he respects Snow because he actually
I said her name correctly. I said her name.
But yes, Mariah the Scientist is also another dope artist. Really smooth, nice R&B. My favorites on this album, I actually have a couple. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna make one of them my vibe of the week. But Aura, that's a nice vibe. Walked In with Young Thug, smooth also. She dropped the single Always and Forever with Lil Baby earlier this year, but that joint still is in my rotation, so that's dope as well. To You is another good joint off of that album as well. So if you fuck with R&B, and if anything, if you like the R&B music that I've been playing on the show pretty recently, then you're going to like this album as well. All right, and then to follow up with that album, another album that I think y'all will very much enjoy if you like the music played on this show is this album by this artist who goes by the name of Young Blue. He dropped his album titled Moon Boy.
Yup.
And before I talk about it, I'll give you all the time to pause this and just go add it to your library right now, because there's not much that needs to be said about this. There's a lot that needs to be said about this album, but there's not much that needs to be said that requires you to download it. You should just download it to your library. You feel me?
Remember that nigga from Your Mind Still featuring Drake? Y'all all know who he is. Y'all might not remember the name, but you remember the voice.
Yes, you do.
And when you play this album and match the voice to the album, you're going to realize how talented this man is. He is an R&B nigga. This was in hip hop, I believe, right?
Yeah, because I would put him in hip hop, but like he got like R&B tunes.
I feel like this is more of an R&B type shit. But I can't give this man enough credit for this album. It's really a good quality project. The sound he has is really smooth. It's such a vibe. Like Tired of You featuring her, Angels Never Cry featuring Moneybagg Yo. Those are both very smooth songs. Those are very. If you listen to the words he's saying too, like he's spitting too. So
Toxic ass.
Yes.
Yes. For the toxic R&B lovers.
R&B music,
but I'm just saying that's R&B music. But I don't know, man. Like this man, Young. I really wasn't expecting me to like the entire project the way I did. I wasn't expecting to like the entire project. So
that last tape that he dropped is still fire. Love Scars, yo. That album.
I've never listened to that. Hold up.
That was the album that Your Mind Still originally came out on. Like
you see, I never listened to the album.
The rest of that album,
I never listened
to that. Fam, that album.
For real?
I literally only listened to Your Mind Still. I'm not gonna lie.
For real? I only listened to Your Mind Still when it originally came out too, but I was like, oh, this is for like an actual tape. So I went back and listened to the tape, and I'm like, I think I came back in here a little bit, and I was like, guys, why didn't you tell me this tape was fire? And I think Amani was like, oh yeah, it been out, bro. Like, not our fault. You didn't know.
The song's been out?
No, the tape's been out.
Well, I just downloaded it.
I meant the song's
been
out.
Yeah, listen to that shit on your ride back. What? I can't play it as my vibe of the week this week, but
you just put me on, fam. You just put me on.
Shit.
You see, I'm going to listen to his old album because of his new album.
Yeah,
yes.
That's how fire this shit is.
Yes,
Moon Boy. Did you listen to it, Monty?
I did.
What'd you think?
Like you, Tired of You was a banger for me. Beautiful Lies was also a banger for me. Your Mind Still, obviously, the whole thing was just really giving the vibes. I was with my friends and we were having a wine night, so the vibes was great. But
did any of you hit up an ex or tell a nigga he ain't shit?
people had appointments. That's all I'm gonna say.
And his voice is so unique too. He got this unique ass voice.
People had appointments.
Nah, it's alright. I'd stroke to Young Blue. Pause. Pause.
I did.
I have also.
Shit.
But yeah, like that last album, Love Scars, like the song Love Scars went crazy. 2 a.m. in Houston went crazy. Regret in Your Eyes, Ashley's song, like all those songs are heat. So definitely go back to that old tape and play that too. Play that shit on your ride back. That's a really smooth listen. All right, and then let's see, we got a couple singles that dropped. So Normani and Cardi B dropped a song, right?
How'd you feel about it?
Normani and
Oh, okay.
Cardi B.
Okay, thank you. Give them their props. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
It was an instant nut, guys. It was an instant nut.
Okay.
Facts. Nah.
I liked it, but
this song, yo.
go off. No, yeah, they went crazy.
This song,
They went crazy.
yo. Okay.
They went crazy.
Guys, so Normani, if people aren't familiar with Normani, she
you
was
should.
originally a part of the group Fifth Harmony
They didn't do
with
it for
Camila
her.
Cabello, Jackie something, and you know, there was like 5 of them shorties. But then all of them kind of separated and started doing their own thing. Cabello kind of has like been having a decent career ever since she departed. But Normani has as well. The thing about Normani is
She's so talented,
she
bro.
comes out, drops
my
a
God.
song, and then just disappears for a little bit.
As she should.
What the fuck is Normani?
Look
You
her up,
know.
add it to her
I'm about
library.
to, bro.
Yeah, she comes out, like she dropped that motivation song not that long ago, and there was a nice little buzz around that, and then she kind of disappeared, and now she's back with this song Wild Side with Cardi B,
As she should.
and it's another R&B banger. I think she's prepping for an album. I think that's why we don't really see a lot of releases, because she's probably working on an album, and these are just like the singles that are going to be featured on this album. But I'm really excited to see, you know, where
she's gonna do.
Yeah, because these artists have been out for a while, but as they age, obviously the content is going to become more and more mature. So I'm seeing, like, you know,
Different versions
of these artists,
Yep.
and the type of levels that they're willing to tap into, and I'm just like, oh shit, yeah, this song is a nice little vibe. Definitely add it to your bedroom playlist. Add that shit to your bedroom playlist. It's a nice R&B jam
A
as
little
well.
Aaliyah.
It samples
tribute,
1 in a
just a little
Million
bit.
by Aaliyah. So shout out to Tim, get that check. R.I.P. to our angel Aaliyah. But
Okay.
great sample. The music video is great as well.
She's so talented.
She's a
bro.
great dancer.
Oh my gosh.
Saw choreography make a comeback. Like it was really executed very well. And Cardi, you know, had a dope verse too. Y'all know I fuck with Cardi. I fuck with Cardi. So yeah, it's just really nice. It's really nice. Hopefully this little review on it is enough for y'all to
go and check it out.
Go check that shit out, cause ooh. I came in here saying I pray to God Amani doesn't make that her vibe of the week, because that might be mine. Honestly,
Like I wasn't the one to put in the
that
dark.
might be mine. You feel me?
Okay. But anyway, I just love the pairing, because I honestly didn't expect them to pair together, but I'm very happy at whoever made that happen, because the song is everything.
It's that little ad lib that they like.
Yes.
Ooh, I've been singing that shit all week, yo. I've been just that one ad lib. I've just been hitting all week. Niggas are sick of me up to this point. But yeah, Go check it out. Go check it out for sure. Yes, the song that was discussion, the topic of discussion for an entire week. Guys, y'all can't fuck with Lil Nas X. Let's just make that known. Niggas can't fuck with Lil Nas X. Ever since he came out with Old Town Road, bro, every song he drops, we all talk about it. He came out, and ever since then, he's been the topic of discussion everywhere. And this song right here that he did with Jack Harlow, it's called Industry Baby. And that shit bangs.
I still haven't heard it.
But that shit bangs, bro.
I still haven't heard it.
That shit's dope. I can
This
play a
is not
little
the one that
bit.
he did the music video for.
Yeah, I can play a little bit of it right now. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This is also just for the The audio listeners, the YouTube people obviously won't be able to vibe out with us, but I can play a little bit of it. That's just fire. In my opinion,
respect his boldness. Let me say that. I respect his boldness.
Nah, the music video is crazy, obviously, because he always takes it over the top of his music videos. So it's the music video that's the topic of discussion, obviously, because Lil Nas X is unapologetically him, and obviously the entire world still has a problem with it. But the actual music, it's the music for me.
Yes, but my thing with him is when he does things like this, it takes away from the music. Like
Why? The music's
you
fire.
gotta think about it. This is how you say when he does things like this, he's just doing him.
No,
I
know.
It's not for shock value.
It's how everyone receives
it.
It's how everyone receives it. So if everyone wasn't just so hyper sensitive and trying to correct the man and tell him what to do, then it wouldn't take away from it. But
no, I'm not correcting him.
He's just being him.
I'm not correcting him. I'm just saying like it's bold because not a lot of artists do what he does. But sometimes it does take me a second to be like, okay, let me just focus back on the music and not focus too much on the video because I don't see a lot of artists who take the route that Lil Nas X does.
You don't care.
Yes, very much so.
I think he definitely like cared up to a certain point, but like.
Now he don't care.
At one point, he was just saying like, yo, coming out with this and you know what? This is what it is and we're rocking with it. And I respect the living shit out of that. I respect the living shit out of the stance that he's been taking ever since he came out. Honestly, like literally ever since he came out. Because he's making fun music. The people obviously still rock with him. And I feel like he knows the type of like extra shit he does in his videos. He's gonna get like hate for, but hey, the whole point is to build publicity for your shit. I think honestly, he's great at marketing, in my opinion. I think he's flawless his marketing strategies. But yeah, like I was saying, it's the actual music. I fuck with the actual music. Like Sun Goes Down, that was a nice song to me. Montero, I didn't really care for Montero. Like, I get the cultural impact it had on everything, but the actual song, I never really cared for because he wasn't really saying much on that song, you feel me? It was more the video that we cared about for that. But this industry baby shit, Took a Day Trip produced it along with Kanye. So, obviously, the great production, you probably won't able to vibe out as well on the podcast, but the actual audio version of the song, yeah, great production on that shit. And Lil Nas X is talking this shit. On the song, he's pretty much saying, yo, y'all are calling me an industry plan. Y'all are saying this about me. Y'all are saying this about me. But also just know I got mad platinum records. I got #1 records. I got Grammys. Fuck y'all. And I'm letting y'all know that I'm here to stay. That's pretty much all he was saying on this song. And I can get behind a message like that. So that's why I'll fuck with it personally. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to Lil Nas X and everything that he's doing. Keep shitting on these niggas. Literally. The Drake effect happens again. The Drake effect happens again.
I've never heard this. I'm not gonna.
No. I'll say this. Did y'all see that RDC World fucking clip where it was fuck? Why am I drawing a blank? Mark. When Mark was basically saying like, yo. He was in the stew and he's like, yo, I don't care. I just got this Drake feature. I don't need to spit a verse. I can just say anything I want and this is gonna be a #1 hit. That's how I felt about this song. Like Drake's verse killed it. Then the nigga came on, Smiley, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. This how'd he get a Drake feature?
That's funny.
That hurts.
But it's so true, bro.
Yo, the Drake effect has been a thing for a good 10 years now.
Drake really got this man on the billboards.
Drake will come out, he'll feature on your song. It doesn't matter who you are, but he'll feature on your song, and he'll make it a hit. No bullshit. Young Blue's a great artist, but he did it for Young Blue. He did it for the Migos back in the day. He did it for Lil Baby. He did it for who else did he do? He did it for Future.
The niggas that were good actually got it, capitalized off of it. The niggas who have gotten it and weren't good got that feature.
Bro, Migos haven't looked back since Versace.
I'm hip. That's what I'm saying.
Since the shit remix, Future didn't look back. Since niggas have no idea where I Love McConan is nowadays. But hey, Tuesday was his hit. Tuesday was his hit. You feel me?
Damn.
But yeah, this is just obviously another example of Drake being the great guy that he is. Because honestly, if I was someone who's at the top of everything, I'd be very selective with who I feature with.
Same.
But Drake is really out here willing to give features to anybody. And I think that's dope.
I feel like it works in his favor though every time. People are like,
is it really his favor? Sometimes I feel like he's really doing solids for other people.
No,
He
because
definitely
listen,
is.
we just listened to the song and we pointed out Drake over the other guy. So
Yeah, but it's
regardless-
never a favor to him. Like, he's never doing it for him. He's always doing it for the other person.
Drake doesn't need to put out music anymore. He'll be perfectly fine for the rest of his life.
He's probably-
Like, at this point, like, he's doing shit just to do shit. That's how I see it.
No, facts.
So, like,
There's mad
if you
UK
have the
artists that
money,
he's featured with. yo.
if you have the money to afford a Drake feature, if I'm
Pull up.
Drake, pull up.
Yeah,
Who
sometimes
am I
I
to
feel
not
like
take your money? Because I'm gonna make a hit out of this shit anyway.
I'll be feeling like Drake does features for free sometimes. Sometimes.
He had
Because
to
some
do
of
this-
these
bro,
artists,
he had to get paid for this feature.
did he though? He might have been really cool with
So
the
you
Smiley.
telling
I
me he
feel
was in
like-
a stew with this nigga? It was like, yo, I need to hop on this track. You killing it.
Bro, no bullshit. I feel like Drake sees the artists that are like buzzing or maybe on the come up, and he's like, "Yo, you wouldn't be able to afford this feature, but I know what could happen if I link up with you. So yeah, let's get this record popping." You think Young Blue could afford a Drake feature at this time?
Sir, we're not talking about Young Blue.
Just
I'm talking
any
about
artist in general, bro.
Smiley. What is he blowing? What has he done?
What is anyone
who
in
is
the?
Smiley?
I don't know. What is anyone in the
your
UK?
still mind spaz because Young Blue did his part too.
Facts,
which
but-
is why he
but
got
that
his
song
love.
was out before Drake featured on it.
That's fine. And once Drake featured on it, he got his flowers. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This nigga who just dropped the track with Drake ain't getting shit out of this song except criticism because he didn't hold his weight. Smiley, he's not blowing up after this.
We'll see. We'll see.
You going to listen to his music?
No,
Hell
definitely
no.
not. The
I already
fuck?
listened. For what?
I don't even know how many more spins that song will get in my shit. You feel me?
golly.
Other things that came out, the deluxe version of Pop Smoke's second posthumous album came out. So the deluxe of Faith came out. I think it added 4 new songs.
They
It
listen
was
to
more
the
of the New
critique.
York sound. I feel like
They
Yeah.
def listen to the
it
critique.
was more of the New York sound.
I mean, it was the same way with the deluxe of the last album when they put it out. It was like more New York sounding on like the deluxe. Sometimes I go to the deluxe of that album and I feel like some of the songs on there didn't get like some of the love that it should have
because
gotten.
the first one was.
Nah, see, I feel like we gave a lot of criticism to the first album, but I ended up loving that album.
Which one?
Shoot for the Stars, A for the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I thought
nah.
we were talking about Faith.
Oh, nah, Faith. Is it Growing on Me? A couple songs. There's some songs on here for sure that are good. Like off of I Love Backdoor with Quavo
Okay.
and Kodak at the
Okay.
end. That was a really dope song.
Okay.
Mercy But Coop is fire. Questions is fire. We already talked about 30 with Busy Banks and Brush 'em with Ross Swish. Like there's a couple of tracks on this album. I just didn't fuck with the entire thing. You feel me?
But could you see how people who don't fuck with the entire thing probably won't really go back to those other songs that you pointed out because it's like
As a whole.
the album was trash.
I wouldn't say the album was trash.
Well, not trash. It didn't
It was
do what it
underwhelming.
wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, it was very underwhelming.
Yes.
I'll say that.
It was very hyped.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
say
very
that.
much so.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for new music. I'll go ahead and just talk about this really shortly. So there's this artist from, I believe she is from Roxbury. She goes by the name of Shay Bands. She dropped a little EP over maybe last weekend. It's called The Diamond Child. She's this R&B act. She raps too, but she has a couple of gems on this project. So if y'all have time, go ahead and check her out. Her name is Shay Bands. She spells it, replace the S's with $signs, and that's her. My favorite track off of that project is currently Wish Me Well. Really nice, soft R&B. Pretty dope. I knew her before as a rapper, but who knows, she had vocals too. You know, there was some heat on there. So if y'all got time, go ahead and check that out too. All right. And I think that's pretty much it for new music. From there, we can go into our reality checks, and then we can end the episode with our vibes of the week.
Where's my camera? So reality check, right? So in life, really there's only certain things you can control on a daily basis, and one of those things that you can't control is your attitude. No matter what someone does to you, no matter how your day goes, no matter what's happening in life, the one thing that you definitely can control is your attitude and how you're going about your day. Regardless if you're dealing with downfalls, regardless if you're having a bad day, regardless if you're having a good day, how you treat people, how you go about that day is going to reflect upon you against everyone times 10. So the reason why I say that is simply because like I've had bad days recently, and I didn't let it get to me. I didn't come into the stew, shit on Dev, let my attitude rub off on them, because attitude is contagious. So like I always used to say, good vibes only, because if you maintain that positive attitude, positivity is going to come from that. So like I said in the beginning, the only thing you really can control is your attitude, and make sure you stay on top of that. So it's my reality check.
Okay. My reality check is to tell everybody to kind of just wowzers, don't know, kind of took mine away. Just be okay in what you accomplish in every single day. Even if you have plans to get 10 things done, if you even get 5 of them done, that's something. It's better to always know that everything is a stepping stone in life, and that even if you don't accomplish it today, you will make sure to accomplish it tomorrow. So be okay in how much that you end up getting done, and be okay with how much left you have to finish. It's okay. Everything is a process. Everything literally takes time, and once you see the results, you become more motivated to continue on and build into it even more. So that's my reality check.
And then for my reality check, I will tell the people to never settle for less than what you put in. And you can attach that to friendships, relationships, partnerships, in the workplace. You can connect that to a lot of places. But what that really means is, if you feel like you are putting in a lot of work, if you feel like you are going beyond the limits for whatever you're involved in, you should be reciprocated. The energy should be matched. The appreciation should be matched. The love should be matched. Everything should be matched. And it's definitely okay to expect reciprocation if you're putting in a lot of work. So never settle. If you see something slipping, act on it quickly before shit goes too far with it being a thing. Act on it quickly and make sure you get that communication sorted out, because nothing feels like worse than putting your time into something and it really not being appreciated or be given the same amount of respect that you put into it. So don't settle for nothing less than what you already put into something. That is my reality check. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. I want to say thank you for everyone that stuck through. Shout out to Kat for holding it down week after week in the studio. We have some new merch available on our website, so go ahead, visit theurbanproduct.com, and you will see everything that we have there. We're also in the process of streamlining all of our content through the website. So just for everything in the future for your urban product needs, just try to do it all through theurbanproduct.com. and you will be fine. All right. Next week is our season finale. You feel me?
Should be a good one.
Should be a good one. Make sure y'all tune in, spread the word, and also just catch up on the last couple of episodes during our break, because we'll be gone for a little bit, and that will definitely be the perfect time to catch up on anything that you missed out on. Because like I said, we're doing more shit in season 7. So before you get too lost in the transition of it, just do what you need to do to catch up. All right. And yeah, you've been listening to The Urban Product. So it's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
It's been your girl Imani.
And we will catch y'all next week for the last time of season 6. All right.
Love.
Deuce.
Hey, look. 50 in the gym bag, I'm about to get this workout. Barcelona blue beamer, but she blowing perp out. Youngin' got some real 30s, now he about to perk out. If it ain't about a bag, that's the shit that you get curved out. I already got a nut, but another she gon' slurp out. Peanut butter guts, they get jelly when I swerve out. Crosses on my face, but I couldn't take the church route. Killin' with success, bitch, I'm about to bring a hearse out. Politicking with some life is on the line, they my brothers. Blew a bag on Securus, sent some money to they mothers. Told them it be hard to win, cause the game full of suckers. Black Suburban full of dope, play the highway like a truck. Play the highway like a truck. Little rappers spreading rumors about me. Ex-hoes on Clubhouse making rooms about me. Taught her everything she knows, she gon' lose without me. My bro pull up with a mop, so can't approve about me. I feel like Marshall with a triple beam. Lawless with a vicious team, she goggled me like Listerine. 6-figure scene off her features, I'm a real rapper. 6-figure scene off gelato, I'm a real trapper. Count it up and let it
pill backwards. Snap his body in half like a steel backward. Flow sick and ain't nobody got the antidote. Hit him in his melon, knock the seed out his cantaloupe. Down bad under pressure, did I panic? No.